In this video, I'll rank the best traits in Anime Origins from the weakest options all the way up to the strongest S+ tier picks, and I'll tell you exactly what buff each one gives your unit. Subscribe, like and hype if you want to get this and more Roblox guides and enter giveaways. Watch till the end to understand this guide well. Starting at the bottom in D tier, we have Reach 1. This is a very simple trait that gives your unit 5% more range. It is not useless, but compared to everything above it, the boost is just too small to make a big difference. Moving into C tier, first we have Haste 1, which reduces your unit's cooldown by 5%. Fury 1 gives 5% more damage, and Reach 2 increases range by 10%. These are fine early rolls, but once you start getting stronger traits, you will usually want to replace them. Now for B tier. Scholar gives 50% more EXP, so it is mainly useful when you want to level units faster rather than directly improve combat performance. Haste 2 reduces cooldown by 7.5%. Hustler gives 15% more range and 30% more income, making it much more useful on units where economy actually matters. Fury 2 gives a flat 10% damage increase. Hawkeye is all about coverage with a massive 30% range boost, while Reach 3 gives a smaller but still useful 15% range increase. B tier has some decent utility, but most of these traits are either specialized or simply outclassed by stronger combat roles. Moving into a tier, Haste 3 reduces cooldown by 12.5%, which is already a pretty noticeable attack speed improvement. Headhunter gives 20% crit chance and 25% crit damage, so it is a strong choice for units that benefit heavily from critical hits. Ace is one of the most balanced traits because it gives 10% more damage, 5% lower cooldown, and 10% more range all at once. Fury 3 is more straightforward and gives your unit 15% additional damage. These are all strong rolls and can easily stay on a good unit until you manage to hit something from the top tiers. Now we get into S tier. Decay is made for damage over time units because it increases damage by 40%, reduces cooldown by 10%, and adds 10% range. Rupture is one of the best crit-focused traits, giving 30% crit chance and 35% crit damage. Then there is Stride. It starts with 10% less damage, 10% lower cooldown, and 5% more range. Every attack builds tempo stacks that reduce cooldown by another 2% per stack, up to 20%, and once you reach maximum stacks you also gain another 10% range. The stacks reset after 5 seconds without attacking, so this trait works best on units that can keep attacking consistently. Finally, we reach S+ tier with Ascendant, Overseer, and Immortal. Ascendant is an amazing boss-killing trait because it gives 35% more boss damage, 10% more regular damage, and 10% more range. Overseer gives 20% damage, 5% lower cooldown, and 10% more range. But the really strong part is that attacks also deal bonus true damage equal to 30% of the damage dealt. And then there is Immortal, which is easily one of the craziest traits in the game. It gives 200% more damage, 15% lower cooldown, 20% more range, and 25% more income. The downside is a placement limit of 1, and only 1 unit per team can have the trait. Immortal also has a special once per match effect after wave 10. If your base reaches 0 stocks, it restores the base, instantly kills nearby normal enemies, and knocks back and slows the rest, excluding bosses from the instant kill. So overall, the lower tiers are mostly temporary stat boosts. A tier gives you genuinely strong general upgrades. S tier starts introducing traits that can completely change how certain units perform. And S+ is where the biggest damage and special effects are. If you are rerolling for an endgame unit, Ascendant, Overseer, and especially Immortal are the traits I would be happiest to keep.